for Christmas.
Oh, I love this. Yeah. Thank you for serenading me. Wow. Now I feel super Christmassy.
Let's Christmas it up.
Let's Christmas it up. Yes. What are you looking forward to most about this holiday season? And Hanukkah it up, because I actually celebrate both.
So sorry.
No, it's okay. We celebrate Christmas and Hanukkah. Christmaka. And Hanukkah is actually quite late in the year this year.
The first day is like the 23rd, right?
The 22nd, I think, is the first day. Yeah, this late Thanksgiving has really fucked my shit up, because I am super late on all of my Christmas activities. I don't know if I'm going to get my cards out this year. Like, I haven't done any of that stuff, because it's like
a card.
You sent a card.
No, I expect a card.
You expect a card. Well, then I guess I'm gonna. Okay, well, do you mind expecting that for New Year's? You'll get it around New Year's. Happy New Year! Here's a card. I mean, it's not like it requires that much work. I just have to upload photos of my children.
Yes.
To Shutterfly. Not that this podcast is sponsored by Shutterfly. It isn't. But if you want to sponsor us,
please.
I mean, please do, because I do buy Christmas cards from you every year. So, anyway, what are you looking forward to about Christmas?
I think I'm gonna be seeing a lot of my friends, and I don't know. I don't really have Christmas
What's your favorite
plans.
part around the holidays? What do you like about the holidays?
I love the old Christmas classics like Charlie Brown Christmas and How the Grinch Stole Christmas and Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Those are like the three.
Snuggling under your blanket, watching some Christmas movies.
And when I was a kid, my dad made Christmas like this whole big thing. Mm-hmm. I think it's less so as an adult, but I think we're all just a little bit like, it was fun, but we still do Christmas every year. My dad still wraps gifts and like signs like from Santa.
That's sweet.
And he still like won't tell us how he does it.
Yeah.
But it is like, we know it's him. I hope no kids are listening to this podcast.
I for many reasons, I hope no kids are listening to this podcast. I'm looking forward to slowing down.
Yeah.
Like, I have trouble slowing down as
Yes, you do.
How'd you get a test?
Like last year around your birthday, because Nicole's birthday is also around Christmas. My
birthday is Friday.
And your mom and your cousin Sam were all like texting me and each other like, when can we do Nicole's birthday? And I was like, well, she might work on film stuff, and we don't know when she might say yes to that. And Amanda was like, she wouldn't. And I was like, yeah, she would.
Yeah, I overcommit a skosh. So, and this year's been very busy because I got a job, a new job. I mean, I had a job already, but I've been working more as like a freelancer, and I got something a little more. I'm still doing the freelance work as well, but I have sort of like a regular gig, and so it's been an exciting year. Diving into that job, and then on top of that, we made a film. Wow, this is feeling like a yearly wrap up. We made a film, and we've been doing the podcast, and we've also worked on a lot of other peop's films. We did the 1 Minute Playfest. We worked on the Duchess of Grand Park. So it's been an exciting year. And around this time, as soon as it starts getting dark early, I just want to crawl under a blanket and stay in my house. So I am looking forward to doing a little slowing down, spending a little bit more time at home with the family, and eating. I love to eat.
Eating, of course.
Vegan
only.
Yeah, it's going to be different this year because I'm doing the vegan thing. I've got a lot of vegan recipes. I made a vegan mac and cheese with coconut milk.
Nice.
For Thanksgiving, and people ate it.
And did they know?
Yeah.
Did you tell them?
I told them, and they ate it anyway.
Did you tell them beforehand or afterhand?
Beforehand.
You should have waited until after and been like, hey, what do you guys think about the mac and cheese?
I mean, they ate it.
Well, it's vegan.
Like, it's vegan. I mean, I think you could. I don't know. I thought it was really good that people ate it, so I guess they liked it too. I always look forward to, we do like a Hanukkah like dinner kind of thing where Sam and my cousin Sam and my sister and I and my dad comes over. I don't think he's going to make it this year because it's going to have to be it's going to be in the middle of the week because Hanukkah's like kind of a late in the year, and it's like really, so we're going to do it actually on the 18th, which is not quite when Hanukkah starts, but like my youngest sister is going to be in town, so we're going to do like a family dinner, and we're going to like make latkes and like matzo ball soup, and like my cousin's gonna make like handmade donuts, and like yeah, I'm really excited about that. And I love lighting the menorah. It's like I enjoy like lighting a candle at the end of every day, and like I'm looking forward to like the kids like love Christmas and they get so excited. And I think it's like we were talking about in the last episode about how Disney has this magic. Like
Christmas
I think
has
this
magic. Yeah.
Yeah, I know this time of year can be tough for some people because like, you know, the holidays can be tough for people, but I do find this time of year to be kind of magical. And I really so you need a little magic. You need a little magical boost. Yeah. I feel like at the end of the year sometimes.
I think it's been harder for me as an adult to find the magic every year. I think some years I do, but definitely since I've been an adult, it hasn't been the same.
You should come over. Well, you'll be with your family on Christmas morning, but if you came to my house on Christmas morning, those fucking kids, like you cannot but help but feel magic when kids are opening presents.
Yeah.
They're just like so excited. And I love that. And my parents come over and we have cinnamon rolls. And so like I'm going to try to look up like a vegan cinnamon roll recipe. Or maybe no, they have this. Oh God, this Sarah.
What?
My cousin Sam introduced me to this vegan coffee, like bakery and coffee shop called La Dolce Vegan. And they have cinnamon rolls that are just so fucking good. Anyway, I think the kids have helped me like really feel like that spirit that you had when you were a kid. Like you kind of get to re-experience it with them, which is really awesome.
That's why I go trick or treat eating with you guys, because it's like staying in touch with that element from childhood. Yeah, and I don't have kids of my own, so I get that kind of excitement from them.
I know. I eat it up. I feed off of their youthful energy.
So much energy.
I know. There's energy to spare. So speaking of presents, we actually brought gifts for our Christmas gifts for each other.
Yes.
And we're going to unwrap them right now on the show.
Yay.
I'm so excited. Okay. You brought me like a second gift.
Birthday. Well, they're all kind of, it's birthday and Christmas.
Oh, they're all together.
Put together. Okay. I got them all in China.
Ooh, I'm so excited.
And the reason it's wrapped so weird is because I hadn't wrapped them yet, and I got a text from you when I was already out.
Oh, so sorry.
And I was like, "This stuff is in my car, so I'm gonna put it in the bag."
You could have fooled me. I love this weird box you gave me.
Yeah, that's
that says "You present" on it.
You present. No, when I first saw it, I was like, "Yep." No,
she's like, look at it. And I was like, it says "You're present." That's really cute. And it's got these like flamingos, like kissing. And I was like, cool. And she's like, no, look at it. And I was like, yeah, it says you're present. And she's like, no, look closer. And I was like, oh, it says "You present."
Exactly. Yes. English is hard.
Yeah, it is.
I think you should go first since you're 40.
Because I'm 40.
You're almost 40.
I'm not 40 yet.
You're not 40 yet.
You have
a few days.
A few more days left in my 30s. I will be 40. As of this recording, I'll already be 40. So to you guys, I'm 40. But I am turning 40 at the end of this week as of this recording.
Now be warned. I want
to open you present first.
It's a bit excessive because it's your 40th birthday and it's it's Christmas too. So
you're so sweet.
Yeah.
I'm gonna open you present first.
You present.
Okay.
It's for you. Made with love.
I see. I love these. I love this box.
I know. You should keep the box.
Can I?
Yes.
Okay. Oh my God, it comes in a silky bag.
Mm-hmm.
This is coming in a silky bag. Wow. Okay. Wow. It's like a champagne colored silky drawstring bag. Oh my. Oh my God, you
It's
got
a
me the
little
sweetest
purse.
little old lady
I
purse.
loved it. I
Oh
thought
my
you would. I thought you would
God. Oh, it's
like
beautiful.
it. It has a little
It's like
claspy
silk,
thingy,
and it's got this beautiful little silver tassel on it. It's like a clutch,
Mm-hmm.
and it's got this beautiful flower embroidered on it. Oh, and the
The
inside
chain
is very.
has a
Oh, it's got a
chain
chain too.
in case you want to.
Oh my God,
wear it
I'll have to
around.
wear this for my. I'm having a birthday brunch,
Oh yeah,
and I'm gonna have to use this at my birthday brunch.
nice.
I mean, you're coming.
Yeah, of
Oh, okay.
course.
This is gorgeous.
I know you
love
can't
this.
keep much in it, but I know you have some small purses. So.
I love old lady purses, like little tiny purses.
Yeah.
Like I can only use these when I'm not with the children because when I'm with them, I have to carry like a billion
for date
things.
night.
This is for date. Thank you, Sarah. I love this so much.
And show nights when you go to see
oh my God!
shows and
Look
stuff.
at the little handle.
Isn't it
Oh
cute?
my God. I don't think I'm ever gonna put the chain on it. The handle is so adorable.
Oh, by the way,
Oh my God,
had
it's gorgeous. I'm gonna have to take a picture of this to put on the social media so you guys can see it.
I had to
It's gorgeous.
haggle for your gifts. I
Ooh,
went
tell
to
me
like
more.
a market and
Yeah.
like basically the people who work there kind of like flag you down and say, "Hey, lady," like, and they like tell you like, "Do you want this? Do you want that? Do you want this? Do you want that?" And you're like, "No, no, no, no," or like, "Maybe." And if you show the slightest interest in any of it, they will like focus like a laser beam on you until like you have to like beg them like, please.
I mean,
stop.
that's how you
like,
sell shit, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was fun.
That's awesome. We talked about your India? Did we talk about your India trip? I mean, your China trip. Sorry, my husband went to India and experienced a similar type of haggling. Did we talk about it?
We did not.
You went to China
it.
recently.
Yes, I did.
Which is awesome.
I went there it was 8 nights, but it was about like 10 days. And it was just amazing. I went to Beijing, and saw all the like must see places in Beijing and ate all the must eat foods, and it was a great experience. I'm glad that I went.
That's awesome. Yeah. I heard it sounded a really great trip.
The one bad thing is I missed Thanksgiving in America, and my parents didn't save me any food from Thanksgiving when I got home.
What?
So no mashed potatoes, no stuffing, no yeast rolls. So I missed that this year.
Well, do you want to come over for our Hanukkah dinner?
Yes, could I? What day is it?
It'll be Wednesday the 18th in the evening.
Yeah.
We'll be having latkes, matzo ball soup, all the things.
Okay.
I'll be using my fancy porcelain, my fancy china. I'll be using my china. This is gorgeous, Sarah. Thank you.
Of course.
All right, I feel like you should go next, and then maybe you, and then me again.
Okay, sure.
Yeah? Okay.
I'm excited.
Oh, yes.
This is a box wrapped up in gumdrop wrapping with 2 bows.
Yeah, fortunately, I got the bows out of storage. I tried to make a bow out of wrapping paper by watching an origami video.
It seems so hard.
It required too much folding. I just gave up.
For sure.
Here.
I'm afraid to... I'm sorry.
Please rip it. That's what wrapping paper is for.
Sorry, I don't like to rip things.
It's okay.
It's a shoe box.
Yeah, I didn't have a fancy.
I'm guessing box. It's from ModCloth because I bought some shoes from ModCloth.
Yeah,
and it has the same shoe.
I went on a mega ModCloth spree on Black Friday. I don't go shopping at physical stores on Black Friday because there's tape on the sides. Because fuck a whole bunch of making people work on the holidays. So I just
there's
online.
mint tissue paper, which mint is my favorite color. I don't think that had anything to do with it.
Sure,
it's a notebook. Oh, it has a little button on it, and like old wood, with like it looks like what is that called? Distressed kind of like wood with some paint on it. Only it's a notebook. Oh, for me to write my notes.
For all your creative ideas.
My creative ideas. Thank you.
You're welcome.
There's more. Goodness. Oh, it's a little. Oh my goodness. It's a little box that is like a star-ish type or a flat flower shape. It's made with an enamel. And actually that's interesting that I know that because in China they have tons, like this is like a historic, like they like they learned how to make enamel from the French.
Oh.
And they brought it back to China and like made like all of their stuff. Like all the emperors had tons of an enamel things. So this is really cool. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a little you put your rings or jewelry or
little
keepsakes in there. Yeah.
Or pills.
Or pills if you have a lot of pills you need to store.
I love it. I love the blue and the flat flowers. It does feel slightly either French or Chinese.
Well, it came from kudzu, so it could have come from anywhere.
Let's see. Yeah, made in China. No, I'm just kidding. See, there's more. The little one. Oh, it's a little, is it a brooch?
It's a barrette.
Oh, a barrette. Perfect. It's a little silver barrette. It's 2 flat flowers, and it has little blue stones in the center. So cute. Let me see. Can I open it?
Of course. This one was also from kudzu. Kudzu Antiques in Decatur, Georgia.
Love it. Let me see. So cute.
I love it. It's so
I can't see
blingy.
it, but it's.
I'll take a picture.
Yeah. Let's see.
I think that's it. That's it. I think.
There's
no, that's right. There's one more thing in there. I completely forgot.
One more thing. Is this soap?
Yeah.
White tea and ginger soap.
It's fancy soap.
I love it. Oh, I can't wait to use this. I can smell it. It smells so clean. So like no.
Soap is too clean.
No. You know what I mean? How like some soap smells like earthy or like fruity. This smells really like fresh.
Oh, good. I'm glad.
Like you could get very clean with this soap.
So the cleanest.
These gifts. Thank you, Nicole.
You're
welcome.
welcome.
Need to use less hair.
I love you. Merry Christmas, or Happy Holidays.
I celebrate Christmas. Christmas gift, birthday gift part 2.
This birthday gift, Christmas/birthday gift part 2. These cups over here, because I'm a person who knocks over things. Okay. Wow. All right. So this is a gift bag. It says "Happy Birthday" on it.
If you look closer, notice it doesn't actually say birthday.
Oh, it actually just says "happy." See, again, I thought it said something that it didn't. Oh my! Look at all this stuff. Oh my gosh. Okay. So this one's wrapped in red tissue paper. Ooh, Ferrero Rocher.
That's just a warm up. That's just like
chocolate. You know I love that chocolate. You know I love to put that chocolate in my nightstand.
Oh yeah, you do.
My nightstand chocolate. This is going to go in my nightstand so that I can just eat chocolate in bed, which is my favorite.
Eat it all tonight.
I probably will. But not in front of you because I would feel bad because you don't eat sweets anymore.
I don't eat sweets.
So I'm going to have to eat this after you leave.
Yeah.
Because that would be me.
Please do.
Thank you. This is actually my sister's favorite candy.
Oh, yeah? Ferrero Rocher?
Mm-hmm.
Too much tissue paper.
No, it's great.
Save it all for Amanda.
This is like in a thing inside of a thing. The bag is adorable.
The bag, that is from the market.
It's got like all these pink flowers and like bursts of petals and cute little deer with flowers coming out of their heads.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
I love the deer. I didn't pick this for the bag. Like it just like came in the bag.
Oh my gosh, you got me a journal.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Oh my God, it's pink and silky and it has dragons on it. And you know I love journals.
Yes.
Oh my God.
And I couldn't find any Sharpies and China.
Because I love Sharpies. They probably don't use Sharpies.
They probably don't.
Uncouth.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's beautiful. Oh, and there's like a place to put the date.
Yeah, I wasn't sure about that, but all of the notebooks there had the date. So
wow, this is so cool. Thank you.
Yes,
that's beautiful.
Isn't that
Your
bag
bag
cool?
is so cool.
Like there were some things that I didn't keep the bags for, but then there were some things that were very like cute like this that I was like, I have to keep the bag.
Oh my God, Sarah, you got me too much stuff.
It's really only 4 things, but
gosh.
it's wrapped separately.
I mean, I'll take it, of course. Ooh, what's this?
That
Ooh,
is
jasmine tea.
Jasmine tea. It smells so good. And it's like
Jasmine tea from China.
From China. It's like from a great like tea store. It's actually from a tea store that is in the Drum Tower. No, I'm not the Drum Tower. The Bell Tower, which basically in Beijing, like 600 years ago, they would ring the bells in the AM to signify like 12 a.m. Whatever, and they'd bang the drums in the PM. So there was a bell tower, and then right across was a drum tower. So this is from a tea shop in the bell tower.
Wow, and it comes in a beautiful little tin that has flowers and hummingbirds on it. Mm-hmm. Oh my God, it's beautiful.
I just took one whiff, and I was like, oh, that smells so good. I bet Nicole would like that tea.
Oh, yeah. On the bottom, it says jasmine tea benefits brightens eyes and strengthens liver. I think these go together, so I'm going to unwrap this next.
All the last gift.
Ooh, oh my God, it's a gorgeous mug.
It's for tea.
It's a gorgeous tea mug, and it has like these interesting like grips, like grip on the side, so that it like it like nestles into your fingers when you pick it up. Oh wow, that's so cool. And it's got a beautiful. Is this a hibiscus?
It's a peony.
Peony. Oh, that's beautiful.
And your purse also is a peony.
So I'm gonna drink this tea out of my peony cup while I think are these peonies on the tea?
I don't
as well.
No, I don't know. But the rest of the gift goes with that. So
okay.
It's a very, very Chinese style teacup.
Oh.
So you put this.
Oh.
Yeah. So you put that. They put the tea in there
and then put it inside.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Laura had one of these. So you put the tea inside. The infuser goes inside the teacup. I love it. I'm gonna do this when we get home.
And this is actually if you keep there are two more pieces in there that go with it. That,
well, I'm dying to know.
Yeah.
Let's keep looking. Oh, it's a saucer.
That's a saucer.
Saucer to go with my teacup. Beautiful.
And then
that's
the
gorgeous.
last thing, it's a lid.
It's a lid for my tea to steep.
You can. She also said the person who told it to me. Basically, she says that in China, women will take like this to work. Like this is like a transport kind of like way to transport your tea.
Okay,
on,
I would break this, so I probably won't do that. But that is amazing. There's this adorable lid, and it also has a little peony on the lid, but it'll keep my tea warm while it steeps.
Yep.
Oh my God, Sarah, this is gorgeous. Thank you for these beautiful gifts. I feel so special.
You are special. You're my favorite best friend.
Same.
And
I love you.
Happy birthday, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah.
Thank you. Merry Christmas to you too.
Thank you so much.
Oh my God. Now I really feel in the Christmas spirit.
Yes.
So speaking of getting into the Christmas spirit, shall we get back into our discussion of broadcasting Christmas?
We shall.
Let's do it.
How old are you?
Oh, I'm so sorry. Did that hurt?
No, I will not stoop to your level. Oh, that's it. You're a dead man.
Yeah, bring it. Come on.
Yeah?
Yeah. Admit it. You're scared.
What?
That's why you stayed here in Stanford 6 years ago. Why you didn't come with me.
What are you talking about?
We had a good thing, Em.
I know.
We told each other that no matter what happened with the job at WHNY, that you and I would be fine. But what you really meant was that we'd be fine as long as you were the one that got the job.
We should talk about the fruit.
Yeah.
So they're all vying for this like co-host position. Jack A is going to make a decision in a week, right? It was like a week-long thing. And so not only are they like subbing in every day, each day there's a different person co-hosting with her, but they also have to come up with their own pieces, their own like new, like their own news pieces. Are they news pieces, entertainment pieces? I don't know what you're calling them, what we would call them. And so they're all trying to come up with the most Christmas as fuck, heartwarming like thing that they can. And so Melissa Joan Hart overhears her mom tells her that there's like a woman in town who has 100-year-old fruitcake, which sounds revolting. First of all,
I mean, fruitcake fresh out of the oven sounds revolting to me. So,
so apparently her, like, what was it? Her grandmother? Was it a grandmother?
Who's grand?
The lady who has the fruitcake. It was her grandmother. Her mother.
Maybe her great grandmother, or then her grandmother,
it couldn't
then
have been
her mother.
That
No,
long. No, because it was from like the war, right? Like the 40s.
Yeah.
It must have been her grandmother or her mother. Anyway, someone in her family had this fruitcake, or an aunt. I don't know. It was somebody in the family who had made this fruitcake for her husband who went to war. And she was like keeping it fresh by like pouring rum on it, which I did not know was a thing. But my mom verified.
It would have had to have been the Great War, because if it was 100 years old.
You're right. You did the math.
Yes.
I didn't do the math. I was like, it's in the 40s, right? I was like, it's 2040 right
1916. Because this was 2016, right?
Of course. Yes, this was made in 2016. It all makes sense now. So that must have been her grandmother. That must have been her grandmother or her great aunt or something. Because the woman herself was like in her 60s.
Okay.
Or she was older. That woman was at least in her 60s.
Yeah.
So, and again, Topher, writing great older female characters.
Yeah.
Like,
no, this was the best part of the film,
this was my favorite part. And that actress was great.
Her monologue about the fruitcake was very good.
Right. So eventually, like, Melissa Joan Hart goes to try to convince this woman to do the show. The woman does not want to be on TV. Dean Cain at this point has discovered that the reason he got the job at the New York station was because his daddy, who was like a famous broadcaster, called in a favor, and he didn't know.
And the first choice had been Melissa Joan Hart's character.
So she was supposed to get the job, and she didn't.
Yeah.
And so he's feeling really guilty, so he goes to try to help, and that old lady is not having it.
No.
She wants nothing to do with him.
Trust him.
She makes fun of him.
Because he's too handsome.
I mean, she's right.
Yeah. Don't trust handsome men.
Yeah, I think she says, like, anytime I've trusted a handsome man, it's caused me nothing but problems.
Yeah.
I also love that he goes down there and literally does nothing. Like, he does not. I mean, later him being there is important, but he doesn't help the situation at all. So it's not like he swoops in and saves the day. Like, she does it all on her own. Anyway, so this woman is like, I've got this fruitcake. Let's say it was her great aunt or something. Her great aunt was like keeping it safe for her husband for when he came back from the war. She's like, I'm going to have this cake ready for you, baby. This cake is going to be moist and delicious when you get back. That is not what they said. I'm paraphrasing. And she kept it moist by pouring rum over it, right? Which I, again, didn't know. Mom verified for us, because she was watching the movie with us, that indeed you can pour rum over it to keep it safe. Again, this sounds revolting.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's basically a rum cake with fruit specks.
But it doesn't sound as good as a 100-year-old fruitcake. A 100-year-old rum cake with fruit specks doesn't quite have the ring. So she kept it. Obviously, the husband dies, right? So she keeps the fruitcake going, and then every generation after her takes up the mantle of the fruitcake, right?
And she's like, I never knew the man. He's not going to come walking through the door, but
or he went missing in action, so they don't know if he died. Yeah. And then she shows them the fruitcake, and it is fucking gross looking. Like, everybody agrees that it's gross. And she's like, look, family traditions aren't always pretty, which again, beautiful writing. Love it.
Yeah,
so beautiful.
It felt like we were no longer in a Hallmark film. Whatever that means.
Yeah, whatever that means, because we haven't seen
this is the first Hallmark film we've seen
before. But I feel like I've seen Lifetime movies before.
I haven't.
Okay. I like to watch true crime Lifetime movies sometimes. It's a whole different animal. But yeah, I felt like it was very truthful and sweet, and like that does exactly what you want out of a Christmas movie. All right. What else you got that you want to talk about? I've got a list of other things here.
So the character that Dean Cain played.
Yeah, I've
You
actually
didn't
asked about that. Like, do we like
care
him?
for him. That's the thing is like he does some good things. I think both of us were kind of like unsure about how we feel about him. I mean,
Do we like him? Do we like Dean Cain's character?
That is a good question because I really don't know. Because
Is he good enough for Melissa Joan Hart?
I don't think he is.
No.
But I don't think he's good enough for most women. I guess that's how I feel about him then.
At first he seemed like kind of a likable uncle. But then
he seemed like a
he seems smarmy
douche.
Yes. Also, like, yeah, he got a little better towards the end.
He did.
Like I feel like him stealing her story.
Yeah.
Because like when he goes, so he's talking to her. Also the fact that when she gets there, he's like, you're not going to like this. You're not going to be good at this. He's basically telling her you don't have the personality or the drive to be on this morning show. And I'm like, fuck you. Like he comes to Connecticut to tell her not to do the show, which to me is a big red flag that you are scared. You're shaking in your boots that I will take your job. Right.
Yeah.
And she holds her own against him. But yeah, the fact that he comes down to Connecticut like a total creep to tell her not to do the show. And then she's like, I have plenty of stories. I'll be fine. Like, what about the exploding turkey story? Yeah. And then he uses it on the show. Like, I was like,
in that
I don't
moment,
know if
I was like, okay, I'm off what am I trying to say?
I'm not on his team.
Yeah.
I'm not team Dean.
Yeah,
I'm not on team Dean.
No.
And like eventually they decide that they hate the other woman more than they hate each other, and that kind of unites them in some way. But at no point do I ever feel like she can do better.
And we learned that she actually is better because she was the first choice.
Yeah, until Daddy called in and got a favor. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they go on that walk. So they go to that party, which the producer like is trying to get them to go to together.
They each bring a younger date.
Yeah.
The dates end up hitting it off.
Right. The weather girl and then the jock with no personality.
Yes.
And they like immediately leave the party. Which I was like
immediately
questioning why they immediately leave the party. Like, was it?
You're like, you could just hang out there.
But also I was wondering, like, were they like, we can't have this many extras here for this long, so we're gonna need them to like go outside.
They wanted to do a romantic outdoor snowy jazz saxophone.
Oh God, that saxophone player. He was the worst. It seemed like he just picked up the saxophone that day.
Yeah. And it was supposed to be the film portrayed it as like romantic and like that he was good.
I know, they're like, he sounds great. And I'm like, are your ears broken? But also as they're out there, they dance to the saxophone player and like the snow starts falling and the whole thing.
And they like almost kiss, but they don't.
There's a lot of almost kissing.
Yeah.
And Sarah told me that they never kiss in these Hallmark movies.
I had never seen a Hallmark movie before, but this is what I had
heard.
Wrong,
though.
I was wrong.
I definitely saw
there
some
was tongue at the end.
I saw Dean Cain slip his tongue into her mouth, and I was like, "Whoa!" I didn't think you were supposed to do that on camera. I thought everybody just mashes their faces together. Yeah. I was told when you kiss in the movies that you just like mash faces.
Well, that was the old days. And like
that's what I was told, that you don't have to kiss with tongue.
Not now.
Really? You've seen
tons of movies with tongue kisses. Come on.
Okay, well, I'm not doing that.
From like the 80s and 90s and beyond, but like before then. Yes, they were told to match.
I'm not tongue wrestling with anybody.
Then don't.
We're gonna have to mash
just
faces.
Call Kristen
to
do that scene,
like as a tongue double. All right,
double.
It's gonna be in my contract.
Oh my
God. Okay, so Dean Cain, we're unsure. I'm unsure up to the very end.
Unsure, yeah.
Also, like, should they be kissing with tongue on the morning show?
No, and what happened there with Jackée being
okay? Let's talk about Jackée.
Yes,
because I would say one of my criticisms of the movie is that I needed more Jackée.
Yes,
there was not enough Jackée in this movie for me.
No.
I needed way more Jackée. So she's the host of the show, and it's up to her to decide who gets to be the co-host.
Mm-hmm.
So we see her in some segments, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she's amazing and a fucking queen.
Mm-hmm.
And then at the end, she like sees that they're in love. They, first of all, her and the producer lady make them like apologize to each other on the air and say that they love each other, which
On the air, yeah.
seems totally reasonable.
I mean, that's what you do in rom-coms.
Sure.
You just do unrealistic things.
I noticed there's a lot of flashcards in rom-coms. Is that like a thing?
Yes, it's a thing.
Okay. And then she decides that she's gonna take a weekend job, like do a weekend show, like she's gonna leave her show.
Yeah.
And I was like, hold up, why couldn't they just like do a 3-way host situation?
Yeah, or like pick one of them. Like you don't have to pick people because they're in love. Like
Because then they're just gonna tongue kiss on the air like that.
Yeah.
And that's wow. You made a face when I said that. You did not like that.
Tongue kiss us now.
Yeah, I was like, but I was like sad that Jackée like had to give up her show. I mean, they didn't really address it. Like they were just like, oh, she's on Jackée is, like I don't remember the character's name, but she's got a weekend show, and I'm like, but this was her show.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think I can see how that had to be the end result.
Yeah,
like I totally see that, but I just like personally felt sad because I was like, Jackée should still have her show. Like, why can't they be correspondents?
And why at the why do this whole rigmarole to at the end be like, by the way, both of the hosts are leaving?
Well, I think initially they had wanted Kate McQueen.
Yes.
But then Kate McQueen.
Oh, right. We didn't talk about that. How Kate McQueen.
Yeah, Kate McQueen, they had a guest on who was like this huge, like, I assume like, Angelina Jolie, Brad Pitt level celebrity who was getting married, and then
she wanted to hire Kate McQueen.
Yeah,
as
to like
her planner.
Right. So Kate McQueen was basically like, I'm going to put her on my show and fuck this show.
And she's like, I have my own show. I have my own like thing. Like,
which I thought was
care
fucking
more
reasonable
about my own show. And if you want me to stay here, then I need a share of the show.
And you know what? I thought that was kind of badass.
Yeah.
Like, I know she was supposed to be the villain, but I thought she was kind of a bad bitch because she was like, I will only do the show if I have partial ownership. And I was like, yeah, you get yours. And they were like, no, thanks.
Yeah.
And so she left to go do her show. And then it was down to those two.
Yeah.
But I don't think it was ever intended for that. They were just part of the circus.
Yes.
They were not necessarily intended to be the recipients of the.
So what do you think changed Jackie's mind?
I
made her want to give up her own show and give it to two crazy kids in love.
I think it was the magic of Christmas, Sarah.
Okay. And then she'll wake up in a week and be like, wait,
she was
what
walking
happened?
through the halls. She was walking to set on her way, in the morning, and like 8 Christmas trees accidentally fell over and hit her on the head, and she just was not thinking clearly.
Okay.
That's what I'm going to say.
That makes sense.
Probably happened.
8 Christmas trees.
Okay, let's see. Anything else we got here? In looking through my notes, is there anything else you wanted to address? That was probably what you were saying to me just now when I was like a rude asshole looking through my notes.
Oh, yeah. Talking. No, I asked like, what else have we not discussed?
Okay, so we're on the same page here about that. I would say the last thing I wanted to ask was, we didn't talk about her dad, who I thought was one of the unsung character heroes.
The 3-liner.
He had he was like Silent Bob from Jay and Silent Bob. He had he only came in to drop in punchlines. He had 2 lines, and then he had this huge speech at the end, which got her to go back to New York. I guess the last thing I wanted to say was so Hallmark movies. Do you think you'd watch another one around Christmas? Did this convert you?
I think I would, but only because it was so pleasant and gentle.
It was pleasant and gentle,
and just you don't have to think too hard.
It was like a warm cup of milk.
You don't have to feel too hard.
No, the conflicts were resolved relatively quickly.
Yeah. Sometimes you don't want to feel or think. You just want to drink hot chocolate.
You feel fuzzy. It was like drinking a cup of hot milk where you're like, I feel relaxed.
Yeah.
I feel like I feel like I wanted to string up some Christmas lights.
Yeah.
Maybe it's something you can wrap gifts to. You know,
Yeah.
like you have to like watch something while you're wrapping gifts.
Yeah.
Maybe this would be a good thing to wrap gifts to.
True. Yes.
This movie in particular, I think, like, I don't know. I feel like based on the other trailers we saw, I think this movie sets the bar a little high in terms of the writing.
Okay. Well,
Like, I'm not sure
No,
if
definitely.
another Hallmark movie would be written quite as well. And maybe they are. I don't know. But I just
definitely.
again,
I think
the dialogue was snappy.
Was better than what I imagine films like this are.
Yeah.
Because you usually it's like the acting is better than the writing.
And that was not the case here.
That was not the case.
In fact, it's funny. Like, and Melissa Joan Hart and Dean Cain were very enjoyable, likable actors.
Mm-hmm.
Affable looking, nice people. Good TV actors.
Mm-hmm.
But then, like, after you left, my mom put on Carnival Row with like Claire Devaney,
DeVilleneuve? I don't know. Yeah.
and Orlando Bloom, and like some other like amazing character actors. And my mom and I were just sitting there, and they were like, oh my God. Like, it was like when you're like eating, like you've been eating just like Frosted Flakes, and then someone brings in like a full course meal, and you're like, oh, this is what eating is like.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? With the acting.
Acting.
Yeah, like we're like, oh, like this is acting. You know what I mean? Like we're like, oh shit. So yeah, I would definitely say in this case, I think it was like I think pleasant and gentle is a great way to describe it. It was soft. It was soft and enjoyable and not offensive. It definitely, like, despite us making fun of how many Christmas decorations were in this movie, there was something about it that made you get kind of like, oh yeah, Christmas decorations. Like, yeah, like I'm feeling it. Yeah, let's see how many more Christmas trees we can cram in here.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think that it was written so well that I'm not sure that many other Hallmark movies could live up to that.
Yeah.
So I would say I would definitely watch a Hallmark Christmas movie again.
Written by Topher.
If it was written by Topher Fane. In fact, I'm very interested in the other film he wrote that was not a Christmas movie, that is like kind of like a reboot or retelling of Roman Holiday, which is a film we did on the Feminine Mistake podcast.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
And it was shot in Rome.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Well, so is Roman Holiday.
But it wasn't like it takes place in Rome, but they shot it in like Albuquerque. You know what I mean? I
think they actually did shoot in Rome, right?
No, I just mean like this Hallmark movie.
Oh, the Hallmark movie.
It was shot in Rome.
Right.
So it's not like they were like, it's not Rome. It's not like, it's not like Vancouver standing in for Rome. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
like,
yeah.
They really did shoot it in Italy. Anyway, so we wanted to enjoy a Topher Payne joint, and
we did.
We sure did.
Thanks, Topher.
Every family has its little ritual. This was ours. Mother took it on from grandmother. I took it on from mother. And that cake kept.
That is really lovely.
100 years. I never even met the man, and I certainly don't expect him to walk in and ask for a slice. But it's the ritual. It's a reminder that wherever the world takes you, there's always a place where your heart remains, where you are loved and remembered and treasured.
Okay, so that's going to wrap up our discussion for today on broadcasting Christmas. How are you feeling? Super Christmassy, Sarah?
Yes, super Christmassy.
I have really enjoyed talking about this film with you.
Yeah, me too.
And I enjoyed the film. Like, I mean, look, I always enjoy Topher Payne's work, so I knew I would enjoy that. But I enjoyed this, like, a Hallmark movie a lot more than I expected.
Yeah, me too.
We've enjoyed talking about this movie, and we'd love to hear from you. So maybe you guys are Team Dean and you want to let us know. You can talk to us on the social medias. We're at Georgia Made Podcast on Facebook and Instagram. You can find us on Twitter at Georgia Made Pod. Also, this podcast is produced by Critical Crop Top Media. We also produce other podcasts. We produce short films, web series, live comedy shows, and you can check out all those things. We're on YouTube, we're on Vimeo, and you can find us on social media at Critical Crop Top on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. So a little announcement. Are you ready for our announcement, Sarah? Yes. We have so enjoyed this past year looking at Georgia films and Georgia filmmakers and talking about our experience as filmmakers with you. So we are going somewhere, but we're not going away. Mm-hmm. We are actually going to be making new episodes of the Feminine Mistake podcast, which is our other podcast. Woo! So we're super excited. The Feminine Mistake podcast is a show that we did for 3 seasons. It's a podcast sort of more about women in film. Mm-hmm. So it's like looking at female characters and how they're portrayed. And I think we're angling to look at also like maybe some more female directors this time around. So this unfortunately means we won't be able to be doing 2 podcasts at once. So for now, I think this is going to be our last episode for a while of the Georgia Made podcast. But if you came over from the Feminine Mistake podcast, or if you haven't listened to our show before, we invite you to come join us over at the Feminine Mistake podcast. We are on iTunes, Stitcher. I'm going to get us on Spotify. We actually hadn't been on Spotify before, so I'm going to get us on Spotify. We're on Podbean.
That's what your daughter asked me right before I went inside. She was like, "Are you on Spotify?"
Oh, Lord. She cannot listen to this podcast.
No, I know.
Oh, my God. I forgot that she had discovered podcasts on Spotify.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to have a serious discussion with her when I get home. This is not a show for children.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we've got a huge back catalog. We're going to be making new episodes in 2020. We've got a social media for the Feminine Mistake podcast. We are on social media at Feminine Mistake Pod on Facebook and Instagram, and we're on Twitter at Fem Mistake Pod. So it's a fun show. It's very much like this. Previous seasons included our co-host Hillary R. Heath. Going forward, it's just going to be Sarah and I. So you're going to get a lot of the same flavor. Mm-hmm. We will be having guests on the show as well. We've got some interesting guests that we're hoping to have on the show next season. And we'll still be talking about our filmmaking journey, I feel like. Yeah. We'll be talking about that a lot. I feel like there's a lot we learned from this podcast. And like we had kind of had a certain format on the other show. And I'd like to carry some of this like format to the other show because I like us chit-chatting at the top. Like I really love our kind of like, let's talk about what we're watching or like what set did you work on? Like I think I'd like to carry that over to the Feminine Mistake podcast as well. So if you have been enjoying the show, thank you so much for listening.
Yes.
We have loved doing this show with you. Or for you, I guess. Sometimes it does feel a bit like you're doing it with people, like as you're interacting with people on social media. And like, I know that there's a lot of people out there who are like on their own journeys as filmmakers. And I hope you'll follow us over to the Feminine Mistake podcast where we will continue the spirit of that conversation.
Yes, definitely.
Sarah, any thoughts, final thoughts you want to say about the Georgia Made podcast?
I've had so much fun talking to you about films made in Georgia and it's been... I think I just love to talk about films with you. And so it's been like just a little fun romp we took.
It's been a romp.
Yeah.
It's been a fun romp.
And I can't wait to get back to the Feminine Mistake and talk about how women are portrayed in film. Not that we didn't talk about that here.
Yeah, I feel like there was a lot of crossover. We still talked about that on this show as well.
Yeah, but I think opening it up to like every film imaginable as opposed to just films made in the state and like
which was I think the challenge for us was like not that there are tons of films that have been made in Georgia, but it's like there's something a little like it's not limiting, but it's like super niche, right?
Yeah.
And so I think we're looking forward to opening it up again to like being a wider range of films. And I'm really excited about the prospect of tackling some more female filmmakers and stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
So yeah, please, if you've been listening to the show and you like it and you enjoy hanging out with us, please come hang out with us at the Feminine Mistake Podcast. New episodes will be coming, so there'll be like a month off. We're doing this show. We'll be, actually, we're recording a surprise teaser episode here in just a minute. So we will be putting something out this month for the Feminine Mistake Podcast. And then new episodes of the show will be starting in February of 2020.
2020.
So,
new decade. Actually,
new decade.
Is it a new decade or is the new decade in 2021? I saw online that there's like some debate.
I feel like 2020 is the start of a new decade.
Me too.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why there's a debate, but apparently there is.
Well, I mean, why not just start it in 2022?
Kind of like 1900. Like, would they have said that we're still in the 1800s if it's not 1900?
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Right?
Sense. Right?
Doesn't make sense.
We're going to be in the 20s.
Yes.
I'm going to bob my hair.
Okay.
And
I know. It'll be like, we have to say the 1920s now. We can't just say the 20s.
So are we going to say the 2020s? Is it,
2020s.
and then
no, it'll be the
and then Peter Jennings
20s.
is going to come in and we're going to be like, no, Peter Jennings, we're talking about the decade. We're not talking about you. Right?
Instead of the roaring 20s, it'll be the
gassy 20s.
Oh my God.